Chris. It's Terry from New York checking in after the Bournemouth game. So the general sentiment amongst the fan base after the game seems to be just disappointment and even some angst. But I have quite a different take on the game. So for one, win, lose, or draw, we would have ended the day in 13th. So if we're being honest with ourselves, it really wasn't that important of a game. And then two, I actually think we played pretty decently against a really good Bournemouth side who had a lot more to play for today than we did. I mean, of course, we were open in the back and susceptible to counters, but that's been the case all season. I thought for large parts of the game, we were largely in control. And despite the sloppy passing and the giveaways, we looked a lot more positive than we did against Alkmaar last Thursday. But the main purpose of the game, at least for me, was really to get the squad ready for Thursday. And I think we did that. Romero and Van de Ven, although they're clearly rusty, they got some game time and a chance to reacclimate to the speed of the game. I would much rather Romero play like he did today against Bournemouth than play like that on Thursday against Alkmaar. Solanke and Odegaard, they both got to gain some match fitness. And then a lot of our other players like Son, Madison, Bergvall, Udogie, Gray didn't have to play the full 90. So, and then to top all of that off, we managed to come back from 2-0 down and frankly steal a point against a side who are just frankly better than us at the moment and really deserve the position that they are in the table right now. So all eyes to Thursday. I think it's the biggest match of Ange's almost two-year tenure. I think the first names on the team sheet have to be Vicario and Spence, our two best players right now. Porro to ping in some crosses from the right side. Archie Gray, Lucas Bergvall, Dom Solanke. And then after that, it's hard to say who we should start given everyone else has been so inconsistent and Romero and Van de Ven are so rusty at this moment. Maybe Wilson Odegaard at right wing. I thought he looked really good in the second half when he switched sides on that side. So on to Thursday. I really wish I could be there in person to support. But regardless, let's hope the boys put everything on the line for that game. Come on, you Spurs.
Hi Chris, hello all the Spurs fans out there. It's Jamie in London here. Been asked to give me thoughts on the Bournemouth game today. Let's be honest, we take that point, we can't take that performance. It's absolute crap again. Got off to a terrible start with Romero giving the ball away. Great save from Vicario. Then Porro's error, led to their first goal. Fully deserved. Don't like saying it, but it's the truth. That gives us a lesson how to press today, I felt. If it weren't for Vicario, it could have been 2 or 3 by half time, to be fair. Second half, we got a disallowed goal, which was a warning. Not long later, they make it 2-0. Good goal. Luckily, we needed a bit of luck, and we got a bit with Shah straight after. Crossing, it was definitely a cross, but sometimes you need a bit of luck. It gets you back in the game. Fairness, a penalty. Their keeper Kepa made a terrible error. Really didn't need to take Son out. He weren't going nowhere, but I was pleased for Son because he would have had a bit of pressure under him. I think he missed his last one. I think it was against Wolves. So anyway, he gets us back in the game, and let's be honest, we take the point. We didn't deserve it. And I thought that gives us a lesson how to press. Their manager, he's got them well organised, energy. They play good football at times when they need to. They go direct when they need to. And he would be my number one choice to replace Ange in the summer. I don't think you get him now. It would be tough enough to get in the summer, but he's got to go. He just can't carry on anymore. There's just no game plan. We've got no identity. I don't even think we're an attacking team anymore. We're certainly not a defensive team, so I don't know what the hell we are, I don't think the players are with him anymore. I thought the boos at half time, fully justified. Fans are paying a lot of money to be served up this dross, It's just not good enough. And the frustration, I like Vicario. I think he's a great keeper, but I understand the fans getting frustrated every time playing out of the back. He's giving us all a heart attack. You can still play good football and play direct at times. You need to mix it up a bit. To keep playing out and putting yourselves under pressure. It gets the fans nervous. But the positives today, I thought Jed Spence played well again. I thought Vicario, apart from the kicking, his shot stopping was very good. Bergvall again, like I always say, he injects a bit of energy into the team. He does make the wrong decisions releasing the ball sometimes, but he does give you some legs in midfield. And I thought the biggest positive for me was Van der Ven coming back. I thought he has to start Thursday. Ange needs to start him, but for me, I would sack him tomorrow. Anyway, roll on Thursday, I'll be there, and come on you Spurs, it's the last thing we got left, so give it a go.
Hi Chris, Jim Brentar here from the USA, and I've encountered too much negativity today. I'm going to start off with an unqualified positive. Vicario was so awesome today. He was world class today. That is excellent goalkeeping, and we really missed him when he was out, and I'm thankful that he's back. In the chat, there were some fans getting down on various players, and I would like to speak on behalf of at least some of them, if not all of them. First of all, Son. Am I the only one who notices how much better Son plays when he gets his minutes managed and gets some rest? Spence made one mistake today, but he worked his butt off the entire game. Solanke, he played the entire game, having just recently come back from injury, and he was totally gassed by the end, but it was certainly not lack of effort on his part. Bissouma worked hard today. He wasn't necessarily that effective, but he worked his butt off. Both Porro and Udogie worked hard. Porro made a couple of mistakes, but he worked hard. Danso worked hard. Romero started off the game with his head up let's just say his head wasn't in the game. But after that, he played solid defense. Our midfield, everyone, Bergvall, Madison, Sarr, they're all working hard. Madison works his butt off. He keeps getting on the ball. He keeps trying to make things happen. If everybody tried to make things happen as much as Madison does, we'd be even better. We'd be better off than we are now. Johnson worked hard. He wasn't necessarily that effective, but he worked his butt off. Him and Odebert were like sprinting up and down the field the whole time they were in there. It wasn't a question of lack of effort. Players are working hard, and I think they still believe in Ange. What I see is a complete lack of confidence. They look like they're scared to pull the trigger on the shot. If you have NBC sports coverage of the Premier League, Tim Howard said today that when you're really worried about making mistakes and trying your hardest not to make mistakes, that's sometimes when you make the most mistakes. He's talking about goaltending, but the same applies to the way the Spurs are playing now. I see a lot of players with lack of confidence, and the main thing we need to do is get their confidence back. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm a bit depressed by the whole thing today. I still think we're going to win on Thursday. Come on, you Spurs.
Season from Denmark here. I thought it was an okay game against Bournemouth. We came from 0-2 to draw 2-2. And I think Son was not very good, but he was good when he came on into the second half. And he won the penalty, and then he scored the goal. And get us the 1 point. But I think Cuti Romero looked a little bit roasty to me. And he was not good. He made some silly mistakes, but Vicario saved him 2 or 3 times. And I think that's not good enough. I think he has to start on the bench next game against AZ Alkmaar. And I thought Miki was very good when he came on, and the same with Matters. They were both very good. But I think we have to play better against the teams like Bournemouth. It's not good enough that we have not we have only 1 win in 10 games at home. That's not good enough. That's not the Spurs way. We have to win our home games. But we get 1 point today, and that's better than 0. Come on, you Spurs.